Hello students, my name is Thomas Webb, pastor of Buck Creek Baptist Church. We are on session number 7. Can you believe it? We've covered a lot of material in the last few days, and we want to just take a moment to review a couple of things. Remember, we looked at creativity and critical thinking. Again, the employer wants you to think for yourself. They want you to think outside the box. They want you to be able to handle problems that come up. And so we dealt with those. Communication, being able to work together, being able to talk, being able to handle things in the right way, and be able to communicate. Collaboration, working together. We also deal with soft skills and interviewing. Section number 5, know your work priorities. In a word, being able to prioritize what's important to you. Section number 6, know who's hiring. That dealt with your skills, that dealt with your interests, and also dealt with job openings, what's out there. Being able to research. Remember us saying that? Now we're looking at section number 7. Know my personal brand for job hunting. Everybody has a personal brand, and we want to take a moment to think about what is a personal brand. First of all, a personal brand is the personal expression of who you are and what makes you unique. So think about it. What makes you different? You might just look to somebody that's sitting beside you and say, you sure are different. Well, what makes them different? Everybody's different, right? I mean, most of the time, there's not two identical people. Even if they look the same, they may be twin, even though their personalities are different. So we're going to be thinking today about a personal brand. What does that mean? Branding. What would happen if an automobile manufacturer used images in an ad of a car that was dirty and damaged? All right? It would turn people off. Obviously, if they were showing an old jalopy and said, hey, buy this, and you looked at it, I don't want that dirty piece of junk. And so, therefore, you understand that. Think about it. You're driving down the road, and there's a Ford that's got the hood up. Hey, let me go buy a Ford. No, that's not good advertising. They may, one of your advertisers may have a Chevrolet may have a hood up and say, we've got the best service, department anywhere. Come buy a Chevrolet. No, I don't keep it in the service department. I want to be able to drive it. And so just know that those aren't good advertising, food or whatever the case might be. This is why many job seekers do, without even knowing it, when they're careless about their paperwork. They submit a job, and careless about reputation they're building as a future employee. So you can turn people off right off the bat without even knowing and everything. So what are we talking about? We're talking about building your brand. When you're job hunting, several things stand out to a potential employer. Their first impression of you will come from a cover letter and resume. So right off the bat, you're applying for something. They may have never met you. So they're going to get your resume. That cover letter is important. We're going to talk about cover letter. What is the definition of cover letter and everything? We're going to talk about the resume and things of that nature. You should spend plenty of time building your cover letter and resume to ensure you reflect your brand in a positive letter. So here's what cover letter is. A job applicant's written introduction to a potential employer that summarizes the applicant's strengths and skills. You might need help with your teacher. You might need help with other people that have been down that path developing a great cover letter. So if you're applying for a job, you're going to be able to let that know this is what's important to me. You might send not just your resume, you may send an email. And you might just say, hey, I'm very much interested in the job and here's why. That cover letter is extremely important. So let's take a moment to think about that cover letter and everything. Just a couple of things real quick. First of all, be professional. Use the formal letter format in standard English. Avoid your slang. Personalize your cover letter without as much, whenever possible. To whom it may concern, it's like a junk mail. Make it personal. Dear so-and-so. Note the specific position on which you're seeking. Be brief. Keep it simple. Don't repeat your resume. Proofread. Go over it. Make sure there's no mistake. So that's part of the cover letter that I want you to think about. Now let's think about resume. Resume is a written summary of a person's education, skills, and work experience and everything. Now, I've used resumes many times, and I've still got some even on file and everything, and I have to update, when I get ready to go somewhere. So what is that? You stick to the basics. Just be able to let them know, this is who I am, I'm married, I've got 2 children, I've got a wife, this is how old I am. Keep it simple. This is where I live. They're probably already going to be checking you out through Facebook and other things, so they may already know a little bit about you, but you want to keep it simple. Give them your education. These are things that we're talking about, being specific. Check the fact, include the right information, keep it professional, proofread, proofread, proofread. Once again, you got to be able to go over it, make sure it's right. Again, talk about your education, let them know that, your job opportunities that you've had, where you worked before, give some references and things of that nature. And so now let's think about digital profile. Digital profile is anything that contributes to your digital reputation. Example include a voicemail, your social media site, post of any other people may tag you in. So what does that mean? They're going to be listening. You may have sent them a voicemail. They're going to listen to how you say, hey dude, what's up? No, you've got to be able to say, Mr. So-and-so, this is Thomas Webb. I'm inquiring about the job opportunity. And so use that, even that voicemail. Facebook, Instagram, they're going to look at those things. So make sure you use things in the right manner. You're not going to want to use profanity. You're not going to, have a beer up and be partying. No, you want to understand that those digital profiles extremely important. Let's look at those real quick. What is the digital profile? Some tips. Here it is. Use your voicemail. Once you're ready to enter your working world, not here, you'll know what to do. Appropriate voicemail. Your email address and signature. Social media sites, as we just discussed, Twitter, Facebook, those places. And then tip for social media footprint, and you'll hear some there. If you don't think your parents and teacher would like it, it's likely your employer won't like it either. So look at those things. And there are some things that are in your material you'll be able to look at and stop to consider, is this speaking well to me? Am I saying things in the right way? Am I using it in a way that is going to help me get this job? They don't perhaps know you, and you're going to have to let them know why you are the best fit for that job. And so you'll want to think about that. You'll want to be able to think about, I'm going to sell myself. I'm branding myself. I'm letting people know, my name's Thomas Webb. I believe I would be a good fit for your church. There's a lot of farmers in the church. I grew up in a farming community. Whatever it is you're choosing to do, let them know why you're probably the best candidate they've got. And then once you do that, now a lot of people are sort of backward. They're introvert personality, and so I'm not comfortable doing that. Well, then you better have it down in good print, all right? You better have it down, and you better sell them on paper if you can't sell them in person. But idealistically, you want to have confidence. You want to be able to put it on paper, but you also want to be able to meet with them, interview with them, talk to them, and be able to let them know why it's important. Today, let's just take a moment to review. Congratulations on completing the Junior Achievement Career Success. You've gone through all these sections. Information will be very helpful to you. Developing a career that is right for you takes time and work. Take the time to research a career that will be successful in your life. Thank you for sharing your time with me during the Junior Achievement, and I wish you the very best. Once again, if we can ever help you, let us know, and may God bless you.